Stadium. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Mississippi State's offense will have first crack at this one. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
The give to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
You see all this movement in football now. All this stem in the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
He'll take it up to the 45-yard line, and they stop him and knock him out of bounds. The Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Wide open downfield. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the ball comes to rest right there.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
Finds a little bit of room, picks up 4 out to the 13.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Out of the gun to give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They ran it on 1st down, now on 2nd. Wants to go up top. Time to take a shot. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The run from the shotgun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Mississippi State rings the cowbell in the red zone. Off the RPO, complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll try the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Well, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. They'll send out the kicker here. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. The field goal is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the 1st. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
It's so hard to play defense when you've got things in front of you. Everybody going one direction, somebody coming back the other direction. You can't trust your eyes. Really good job by the offense, giving you some eye candy, something to look at so it wasn't easy coming downhill right at you. Hard to diagnose plays.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll try it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tigers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. And now they've moved into the red zone. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
Third and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Westbrook. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. From the gun, running back gets to give. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. He's not afraid to go deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The give to the tailback. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Finds his way for 3 after the 33. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Turning it on!
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Got the back over the middle.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone. I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. They're going to run it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. They try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Throws to the tight end. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
It's so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Might as well give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Fires to the right. He's got it. He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a first down. LSU quick to the line. From the gun, running back on the move.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Just enough time to get off one more snap. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Give him 6. Touchdown, Tiger. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
At halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. But you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Give to the running back. Got the first down and more. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking for space. It's Freeman. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. From the gun, the running back has it.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Makes the grab. It's Paul. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll run the toss. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
Hey, 4th and short, it's time to be physical. You give it to your running back. You can see he gets physical, gets downhill, gets the 1st down.
And the Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has 1 stop. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Go straight ahead. After getting nothing, would they try to throw it again on 3rd and 1? They'll try to pound their way in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you got to have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
And the extra point was good. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The give on the counter. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. There he goes. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Working the big fella to the corner. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Nice move to keep running. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Fires to the wideout. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. They give it to him again. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. The give on the inside. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It'll be 3rd and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. using the quick game. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab over the middle.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats and get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The screen, and watch out. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. The give out of the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Unloads to the wideout. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Keeps it and gets past the chains. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Keith. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Let's go, let's go. Wants to go up top. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Going deep. He's got it inside the 30. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
And he's been the go-to guy all year long. Like, he's in the top 5 in all of college football in receiving yards for a reason. They're going to find him because he's always open, making plays. This dude has been unbelievable. He's being mentioned in the Heisman conversation. That is really hard to do as a wide receiver, so that shows you what kind of special year this young man's having.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning